Good to have you with us this morning. This hour is rebroadcast at 5 and 11 on CTV10, and our radio 94.1 will rejoin us in a minute. We're also on the internet at philknightshow.com. Good to have you with us. We have the, I believe it's the third annual Chair-a-Tea event coming up. I love to say that, for Habitat for Humanity of Craven County. And we have a volunteer with us in the middle. We have Patti Peebles here. Good to have Patti here. And we have the fairly new executive director, Mark Beard, on the end. So we are the thorns, you know, surrounding a rose here, I would say. Mark,
or the thorn between the roses.
I would agree.
How you doing?
Good
to see you.
Doing?
I want to talk to both of you and get a little of your background. First off, let's start with you, Mark. You're fairly new.
Yes, sir. Fairly new. January, the beginning of January, I started here in Craven County. I come from about 6 years volunteer experience with another Habitat affiliate in the state.
In the state.
I'm a 12-year residential contractor, licensed residential contractor, and I've had a small stint in municipal government, so it gives me a lot of contacts.
There is. You've had a circle of experience,
yes,
then, really.
Yes,
yeah. And how did you get to Habitat here in the Eastern Carolina?
Actually, I was looking on the Habitat.org website for ideas to raise money for the affiliate where I volunteered, and I found a job opening for Habitat for Humanity of Craven County, and just on a whim decided to step outside the box and see if I could get closer to the beach, and everything fell right into place for me.
So you having fun yet?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's a good answer.
It's always fun. Really
now,
is.
Patti, you're a volunteer. How long have you been in this area, and how'd you get involved with this?
We've been here about 4 years. August will make 4 years.
From whence did you come?
Well, actually, we came into New Bern by boat. We were liveaboard cruisers. We had left our land home in north of New York City and got in here and fell in love with the area, came back later, built a house, and we've been associated, my husband and I have been associated with Habitat for Humanity affiliates throughout the Northeast. We've been up and down the East Coast, and even when we lived on our boat, we'd stop and do some work.
How did you get the interest in Habitat? I mean, obviously it does good things, but how did you pick that, you know?
Well, it may be a God thing, but it's also just that I like the whole concept of a hand up versus a hand out.
Yeah.
Okay. Habitat's biggest myth is that they give houses away. They don't do that.
They don't do that, do they?
You know, they partner with deserving families.
Exactly, and we want to get to, that's one reason you have this charity event, particularly this year. There's a new element to it. Before radio joins us here in 45 seconds, pop up the pictures. I don't know if Bob can get close-ups or not, but this is what we're going to be talking about, the charity event. And these are unique, and they're different pictures, and he'll have that in just a minute. But these are custom-made. I love this one with the piano.
This is John Hanley, a local artist, who did this last year. These are last year's chairs.
Are they?
And G.V. Myers, who is also a local artist.
Oh, see, and these will be available for sale,
that's
won't
G.V.
they? Yeah.
Not these exact ones. These have already been sold.
Okay.
But we think we'll have similar things to this.
Okay.
And then Dawn Pollock out at the high school
it's a table.
has students, and this is Dawn's herself. What do I need to do to get that on there?
Oh, that's cool.
But that's the type of thing. They're all one-of-a-kind, unique chairs.
And it is 50.
And right at 50 chairs with a live auction.
All right. And I want to welcome 94.1 WNBU to the Phil Knight program. We're going to talk the charity event coming up in May 19, at the Restore on Pollock Street in New Bern, and it's for Habitat for Humanity. And we have the Executive Director, Mark Beard, on set with us from Habitat, and we have a willing volunteer. Volunteers are always willing, but Patti Peebles, well, I'm not sure volunteers are always willing, but
well,
you sure
sometimes.
are. You love it. And so, all right, the event coming up is a fundraiser. Now, you've got a new event this year, too, but first off, go through how this is unique and how people can help Habitat and raise some money and get some great chairs. Who wants to start with that?
Go ahead, Brady.
Well, the event is May 19. We will obviously take contributions towards the fundraising at any time.
Yeah.
But on May 19th, it's a Saturday. We'll begin at 10 in the morning and run till about 2:30 with a silent auction throughout the day, as well as this year we've added Artist Alley. And Artist Alley, we will have Princess Street set off, thank you, City of New Bern. It'll be shut down, and we will have tents available.
Outside? And
outside. It's all outside, so pray for good weather.
Cool is
pray
this?
For good weather.
Yeah, okay.
But Artist Alley's new. Local artists will come. We'll have potters, quilt makers, woodworking, paintings, you name it. There's so much art so many great artists
Local
in this
art.
community.
Oh, yeah.
And they're coming in, they're going to set up their tents, and we're going to give them free booth space this year, and in return they'll donate back a percentage to Habitat for Humanity.
Great idea. And this is something new, isn't it?
This is new,
This will really
adding
add to a
in
great
for
event.
our event.
Yeah.
As well, we'll have the silent auction going on. This year we also have Marcia Mills, who's a local nationally renowned artist who has agreed to commission a portrait, so we'll have that for auction. We'll then also have the live auction featuring Drew Willis from 1 to 2. We'll be selling barbecue dinners from 11:30 to 1:30. So there's a lot of ways they can come, but the key is to get there May 19th at the event, support Habitat for Humanity.
And what is the window, the hour window you gave it in the beginning? It's going to be a good day, right?
It's going to be, the whole event will be from 10 to 2:30.
Yeah.
The live auction is from 1 to 2.
Okay, now, Mark, these chairs are donated, correct?
Yes, sir.
Bill and Carol Kemp?
Bill and Carol Kemp.
They build them and donate them, yes?
I think they run a furniture company. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But they get them, is the point.
Yes, sir.
And
They
all right.
donate them to us.
All right. Now, how do they become unique? Who's doing the painting and the designing? This is great stuff.
The artists, local artists.
Right.
We have local
you wanna-
seasoned artists.
Right.
Who, and then we also have student artists.
Yeah.
So they're about 50-50.
Yeah.
Half of them go
I love
to
the
the
student part.
students, and half of them go into the actual professional, and I call them seasoned artists.
Yeah.
Not necessarily always professional, but they're very seasoned.
And you'll have about 50 chairs?
50 chairs.
All right. Now, they might be painted well, give me some examples, but painted as a keyboard or, I mean, they're just so
Can
cool.
we get this on there?
Well, go right ahead. And,
Although it's tough to see on the radio, I know.
But some of the others, though, different. Do you know what they will be yet, or are the artists working on
that's the fun for us is
Seeing what you
April
get.
14th they'll start showing up.
They will.
And then we'll see the chairs on the 16th of April. We're going to have a juried show with a fellow by the name of Michael Brown, who's a local artist. And then we'll put the chairs on display out through the community.
Okay.
And let the community take a look-see and put our publicity out that way.
Will the artists be around any time in April, May to talk about what they're doing, or on that day, May 19th?
They're always invited for
Yeah.
that event, as well as during Art Walk. We will have a lot of chairs on display during Art Walk,
Yeah.
and the artists will be
So you get the
available.
chairs. They get painted with the artist's own thoughts in mind. I mean, that's really great stuff. Okay, now the money. This is a fundraiser for Habitat.
Yes, sir.
Now you give folks, as was said earlier, as Patty said, you give folks a hand up, not a handout. Talk to us about Habitat and what it does and how this money will help, particularly this year.
Well, here particularly in Craven County, we base our home cost on $78,000 to $80,000. The client is responsible to pay that back. They put $1,000 down.
Get in the house, responsible to pay it back. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the payments usually run between $450 and $500. It's usually suited for them as far as the size that they need. But this year we have a special family in house number 53. 53 is going to be our first ADA house, which is fully handicap accessible with roll-in bath, ramped access at all doors, roll-under vanities, roll-under kitchen sinks, light switches and receptacles.
First totally handicap accessible home.
Yes, sir.
And that's what you're building, and you want this charity event in May to help offset maybe any increased costs
Yes, sir.
because of the,
Yes,
the fully accessible.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a little more expensive than our normal build.
So this money will go to help build that house.
Yes, sir.
Where will that house be?
1209 East Street.
All right. And it's in the pipeline now to get built?
Yes, sir. The footings were dug yesterday, and we probably
Oh, man.
have a block mason on site today putting down the foundation.
That's wonderful. And who works on these houses? I mean,
We have different marine groups, college groups, and then we have a group of what we call diehards that usually work every Tuesday and every Thursday from 7 a.m. to 12 o'clock.
holy cow. And,
So-
and Patty, your husband's involved in
Yes,
this,
he
too.
is. Yes, he is. He's one of those diehards.
Yeah, does he have a power drill? And does he have a tool belt and all this stuff?
He has a
He does
tool
have a
belt
Does he?
tool belt,
Cool.
yes.
and
I
steel-toed
love it.
shoes this year.
Love it. My wife in my family, our family's the one with the tool belt, by the way. So I warned your husband, don't get me with a hammer. I'll do sweeping and stuff. But this is just so wonderful way. And your comment earlier, both of your comments said it's a hand up
Yes.
and ownership. and pay back, but this helps folks who couldn't get into a home get into a home.
And taxpayers, another
And a
important.
taxpayer.
And they're a taxpayer. So when we take land here in New Bern and put a property on it, that creates revenue for the city of
I've
New
had
Bern.
welcome response from the city in areas that they want to redevelop. We'll take the lot, and in 6 months I can guarantee a taxpayer there.
Oh, that's fabulous. This is a wonderful project. Before I let you go, review the day again, please. Saturday the 19th of May.
Saturday the 19th of May from 10 to 2:30 at the Restore on Pollock Street, 930 Pollock Street.
Yep.
We will have a silent auction that will run from 10 to 2:15. The barbecue lunches served from 11:30 to 1:30, and thank you. The churches, many of the local churches donate for that, so that becomes a profit center for us. And then the major event will be the live auction from 1 to 2, featuring Drew Willis, who again helps us and donates his time to us. And it just should be an awesome event. The Artist Alley will be running from 10 o'clock until they probably wear themselves out at 2:15, 2:30. So it should be a great day and a great cause, and we just really, really hope the community will show up.
About 50 chairs available for sale.
Yep, as well as some other items of surprise.
Super. All right, Patty and Mark, thanks. I'm glad you're here. Mark Beard and Patty Peebles, appreciate it.
Thank you, Phil.
Good to have you with us. You guys are exciting. You're excited about what you do, and that's terrific.
Good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
Cool.
you. Thanks for having us.
Glad you're in New Bern, both of you, and your
Good to be
husbands and
here.
wives and everything else. All right, these folks can go. You folks can't. I know where you are.